Well, Canada honestly can't excuse itself from the responsibility. Just to speak about the responsibility first, because although Canada is only 2% of global emissions, it is the ninth highest emitter in the world, and hence it certainly has a responsibility. Canadians have always seen themselves as leaders in many different respects, and certainly with respect to the environment. So this would be only consistent with Canadians' self-image of themselves. But perhaps more importantly, or at least equally importantly, there is a huge opportunity here for Canada, because yes, there is a very wide array of resource bases in Canada. There is coal, there's oil and gas, there is still unexploited renewable energies. And the question here is, how do you put together a mix that is not a static mix, but that actually is an energy mix that progresses over time toward lower and lower carbon intensity? And in so doing, how do you do that in order to not just protect jobs, but actually create more jobs? How do you do that not only to protect the economy that is currently very exposed? Let's look at Alberta, very exposed to currently dramatically dropped oil prices, with a huge deficit on his hand, and frankly, with an oil war, as Jim Prentice himself has put out. He himself has said this, what is going on here is a price war on oil, and Canada cannot win that war in the short term, and certainly not in the long term. So in order to protect the economy of Canada, there is a safe pathway that needs to be developed in consonance with federal governments, with all of the provinces and territories, to figure out what is that mix, what is that energy mix, what is it going to be now, and how is it going to progress over time.